Good afternoon, Steve Thompson, Thompson Family Motors in Senecaville, Ohio. I'm going to apologize for the snow and everything on the vehicle. Yesterday I did a walk around video on this thing with the other Go thing and didn't realize that till Amy brought to my attention that there was some setting that I never could figure out that made the vehicles look, I don't know, oblong, fat, whatever. Anyway, I got me one of them new camera phones. I got me a new phone with a camera in it, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm going to try to use. So anyway, today we have a 2015 Ford Police Interceptor Utility. And here a while back we had a 17 that I'd bought at the same time. Both these vehicles are salvage rebuilt titled vehicles. In other words, they were totaled by the insurance company for one reason or the other, and a friend of mine has a contract with one of the insurance companies, but it was all bolt-on stuff. This vehicle here required a left front fender, left wheel strut, tie rod ends, and it was all bolt on. I bought a used fender that was black. This thing has I think just over 74,000 miles on it. And this will show you how bad the damage was. This is the original bumper cover. As you can see where it had the push bar on it. When this thing got the wheel tore off, they hit something with it, tore the wheel off, and I wasn't going to spend another $1,000 between that upper and lower bumper cover and having it painted. I did have to buy a grill. The grill was cracked. But myself and Randy, oh yeah, it's got a core support, radiator, and condenser we'd had to replace. It's all been, of course, we had to get a state inspection done on it. Then I took it to our garage, who does a lot of our work. They did a four-wheel alignment on it, made sure everything I had done, they just double-checked everything. They were happy with it. Now, this is a 15. The 17 was like super awesome nice, but it only had 39,000 miles on it. This thing's got a dent there on the right rear of the hatch. In fact, as I go over all this stuff, this rear door has a dent there. I'm not sure if I'm going to say it probably was part of the accident, or it could have been that way before they ever wrecked the thing. It is a police vehicle. But if you go to ThompsonFamilyMotors.com, Amy's got really good pictures of everything. I took out, well, in fact, this thing come fully equipped except for the two-way radio. So I took off the light bar, had a cage divider in here, took it out. I left this one in between the back seat and the rear hatch. Now you'll see, I know I jump around a lot. There is a tear in that seat right there in the center. But the rear power windows work. A lot of times they're deleted. But this just makes an awesome place. Or you can take the divider out. But if you got a big dog or something that you haul around and you don't want it just all over the car, seems to me that'd be a perfect place. The tires on it, they are not new by any means. They're not down to the wear bars. Brakes are good on it. It's still a very clean vehicle for a 15 and the miles that's on it. On this side, I don't think there's any big dents or anything. Like I said, Amy's got all the pictures because there are some scratches and stuff when Randy had it all cleaned up. We did a driving video of it. It was a nice day. The fact is, it was almost 60 degrees yesterday. Today it's like 22. Of course, power windows, locks, power mirrors. And this does have the 3.7 V6 non-turbo. All the lights work perfectly on it. $74,022 miles right now on it. And it has a total of 12,115 hours on it. And 8,957 idle hours. But the total engine hours was 12,000. It's got AM, FM, CD, and the CD does work. Of course, it's air conditioned. It does have the rear window defrost, front defrost, a couple of power supplies here. I took all the police wiring, because I had to hook back up the horn assessor, or because it went through the siren when it was a police vehicle. But I did leave in the box. So you got a couple cup holders. You just put a couple of the cup holder inserts in there, and the armrest, which is kind of nice. And then you got a place here just to throw junk, I guess, change or whatever. But you've got the ticket light, clear, and then red. There's a tear in the headliner where they originally took this down because they had a GPS thing they had to get to in there to take it out. Spotlight is there. It is, as I always do, it is disconnected, and quite honestly, I never even seen if the bulb's any good. So you can take it off, throw it away, whatever you want to do. It does have a tilt wheel. Open the hood. There we go. And it's nice and clean. And I think I did say in our driving video that Randy and I went ahead and serviced it, checked all the fluids. Of course, it's got all new antifreeze in it and everything because we had to replace. Did not hurt the cooling fans. And the reason it got broke, which I should explain, is with the left front wheel laying off of it after the initial accident, the rollback deck come in contact with the push bar, which shoved the push bar down under as they were winching it up on the rollback, and it just crushed the core support, which is fiberglass, from underneath. So yeah, all bolt-on stuff. Lots of hours, but all bolt-on, because I absolutely am not a body man. And as I tell people all the time, if you're interested in the vehicle, we don't play games down here. I don't mess with people's heads or anything like that. If you notice our vehicles, especially as of late, because the car market is so stupid, supply and demand, what we've got to pay for vehicles, the longer they sit here as the market goes, and I don't want anybody to even think of this as a threat, it's just we have no choice. To replace vehicles, they're going up literally every week. I swear to God, it sounds like one of them typical used car salesmen. Get it now because, whatever. But seriously, in about, probably a week or two, the price will go up on it. It's just the way it works. So anyway, and I wished it wasn't that way. It just is. Steve Thompson, Thompson Family Motors in Senecaville High. Please do go to our website. Lots of nice pictures, thompsonfamilymotors.com. And thanks for all the nice comments. I've talked to several people this week that are actually purchasing vehicles from us, and they said they love the videos. So we're going to just keep doing these videos because it seems to work for everybody. Have a great day. Stay safe. Sure that... Okay, the red lights are flashing, folks, so we are on record. Yes, record. And we're on video camera. We're in the 2015 Police Interceptor. It's got a 3.7 V6 non-turbo, but these things put out 304 horse. How many miles we got on her, Randy?
Let's see, we got 74,019 miles.
74,019 miles. And we just serviced this thing when Randy and I had it over to the garage on the rack and working on putting her back together. We went ahead and changed the oil, checked all the fluids. Everything's really good. And I'll turn down the stereo. But it's got good heat, air conditioning. And it runs good. Now this thing does have 74,000 miles on it, and a lot of people ask, and a lot of times I forget, but this does have idle hours right around 12,000 idle hours.
That's total run hours.
Or total run hours,
yeah,
I'm sorry, total run hours. Yeah. 12,000, a little over 12,000.
Yeah.
But it's comfortable, it tracks perfect. Randy, after I drive them, then Randy's the final one to drive them before they go for sale. he said he got into it out on the interstate. I'm sure that he stayed within the legal speed limits and whatnot. Well, what is it? About 17 degrees a day. Tomorrow it's supposed to be what, 40?
That's 34 right now, according to that.
Yeah, 34 degrees. We got a heat wave going on here, folks. But yeah, it's just super nice vehicle. We got our buddy Jeff Draguson stopped by. He's probably happy we took that cage out. Otherwise we'd just leave him in it, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we
got some ice there. Don't think you want to slop her up, do you, Randy?
Slop it up. Yeah.
And this is,
I'd say they didn't clean
this is the hardest. This is the hardest part when we're getting cars in. We do our best, as I always say in the videos, to once Randy gets them cleaned up, just getting them from his shop back to the lot where we can do these videos and Amy take her pictures and stuff. It may have just snowed and you got water or sleet or stuff on the roads, and so it takes us a while. That's why we haven't done a video in a while. But yeah, this makes a mighty good car. And would Carfax give this thing even with a branded title? Because this is a rebuilt salvage title. Got to emphasize that a lot. Rebuilt salvage title. And I think even Carfax gives it somewhere around a $12,000 retail value. We're going to put this on the web for $8,900, and even if you bought one of these today, you'd have to pay that before you fixed it, because even the ones that are wrecked and need rebuilt, everybody knows that car prices in the last year and a half went up over 40%. They had it all over the news the other night. And fortunately, we bought these vehicles, what, 2.5 years ago? Yeah. finally got around to getting them up and going. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, it's $8,988. Thompson Family Motors, Senecaville, Ohio. Our website is just thompsonfamilymotors.com. Our direct number is 740-685-0322. and this is a 2015. Like I said, the only real thing we had to replace was the left front fender, the left spindle wheel, and
Strut.
the strut. Yeah, the strut. And it's still got the original bumper cover on it. Anyway, make somebody a great automobile for cheap in this day and age of pricing. Thank you much.